welcome you today to CSC Talk Radio. It's my honor, my privilege, and my pleasure to be here with you today. I want to talk to you. Can we talk? Can we talk? I want to talk to you about some things that it's you know, some of it is like we say it over and over and over again, but are we getting it? Are we really getting it? You know, the liberals and the socialists, they have a strange understanding of human rights, and they don't get the Bill of Rights at all. They don't like it at all. Healthcare, a.k.a. Affordable Care Act, forced insurance, they say is a basic human right. They say your health care is a basic human right. Well, insurance is not health care. And if they really wanted to find out why health care, going to the doctor, having an x-ray, getting medication, or any other procedure is so expensive, then why don't they do something about that rather than force insurance on everyone? Stop and think about it. Abortion, to kill an unborn human, is a basic human right. Think about it. Protecting yourself with a gun or your country with a wall is racist. You should hate the wealthy and demand their stuff. That's part of the human rights above. Government should assist in the payment of murdering babies. That's your tax dollars. And if you don't agree with it, you're a radical, extreme right, God-loving, gun-toting Christian without a proper education or without the proper brainwashing, I would say. They make no sense. And you should know that. You should be able to see between their lies. Do you? Do we? Liberal socialists have no respect for life. Government now owns science because we allowed it. And so biology is a lie. Women and men are not born with a certain sex, but are able to choose that later in life. So parents, stop buying all that pink and blue. Stop it. Just cut it out. To a liberal, there truly is no choice, because a baker cannot choose what cake art to paint. You are not allowed to wear dreads in your hair if you're white. And stop eating at those Mexican restaurants. You're crazy, privileged white people. Actually, I like Mexican food. I really do. And I kind of think they like us coming in there because they like us to buy and spend. And anyway, that minimum wage, they're going to dangle that in front of you as if they care about your jobs. But they want open borders to hire illegal aliens at a much lower rate than $15 an hour. The Koch brothers and the Chamber of Commerce are now bidding, did you know that? They're working on this, for amnesty. And maybe a wall will be okay. Later. Yeah, we've heard that before, haven't we? Just give us the amnesty and then we'll give you the money for the wall, and then it never happens. Now, a year ago, if you'll remember, I think it was a year ago, maybe it was 2 years ago, every December we come up with the bill, the spending bill. I can't even say it today. They come up with this bill, and they fight and argue over it. And every year, in December, they threaten to shut the government down. Only it's always omnibus. Thank you very much. I've got somebody slipping me notes here. Omnibus. I wanted to say amnesty. I wanted to say everything but omnibus. But every year they threaten to shut the government down. Every single year. Every single time they have to come up with another omnibus bill. Omnibus. Ridiculous. Whatever you want to call it. But your jobs, how important are they really to these elected officials? Well, when Hillary's running for president, if you remember, she flat out told the coal miner sitting right there at the table with her, I'm going to take your job. I'm going to put you out of work. Remember that? And the House Dems right now, they're working on a bill to stop oil and gas drilling. We're going to have to talk to Daniel about that. This is what they think of you, my fellow Americans. If you don't see what's truly happening and if you don't act, then I have given the American people more credit than they, we, me deserve. Last night, I was the one getting to repeat things. I haven't seen him do this very much, but last night, Sean Hannity was constantly giving out the D.C. switchboard number. And I started saying it. My husband's just a little bit hard of hearing, and he was busy doing something else. He goes, what? I said, I'm just giving out the number, 202-224-3121. Now, I know many of you think that making these phone calls doesn't work. I think if enough of you make these phone calls, it does work. It may be temporary. It may be only for that moment. It may be only for this month. But you cannot stop. You must be that storm. So write it down. This is the generic DC switchboard. 202-224-3121. 3121. Now, what he did not give out was Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer's phone numbers. So let me do that. We're going to step it up here. Nancy Pelosi's phone number, 202-225-4965. That's 202-225-4965. And crying Chuck Schumer's number is 224-7433. Again, Chuck Schumer, 224. It's 224-7433. That is Chuck Schumer. So what do you think about? What do you think they think of you? Well, I have an article about Seth Meyers. Seth Meyers was tweeting, and, they say he may or may not have been the one that made this little tweet, but they're not denying it. Seth Meyers tweets out, and he's making fun of President Donald Trump when he was in the Oval Office making his speech the other night to the American people. And he said, is this Oval Office SVU, Special Victims Unit? Because President Donald Trump, was talking about the Americans who have been lost, killed by illegal aliens. And Seth Meyers makes fun of the death of these people. And so did others. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer didn't even want to talk about it, More American people commit crimes than illegal aliens. Well, even if that were true, it is our country. That doesn't give you the right to commit crimes. You'd have to pay for the crime. But they don't want these guys to pay for the crime. I want to talk about this a little bit, and there's several other things that are really going on that I want to talk about. One is something good, and it's coming out of Missouri, and I want to talk about that regarding Planned Parenthood and the defunding. There's a bill to defund it. And then there's Hillary Clinton. Wants to abort babies all the way up to birth. What does that mean? All the way up to birth. When does birth stop? You're listening to CSC Talk Radio. This is Beth Ann. We'll be right back.